Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Kim. Today is Thursday, August 24th, 2023. And we begin with India succeeding where Russia failed. Early yesterday morning, the unmanned Chandrayaan-3 rover made a picture-perfect lunar landing, not just anywhere on the moon, but at its south pole, which is a first for any nation ever. Mission Control celebrated the successful touchdown of Vikram and Pragyan, its two space robots, by proudly announcing India is on the moon. They'll now explore the terrain, which, according to the New York Times, has water ice that could be a resource for future missions. Only 4 countries in total can say they've successfully reached the moon's rocky surface, and this try was actually India's second. 4 years ago, an attempted landing ended in a crash, much like Russia's Luna 25 mission, which flamed out this past Saturday. Sometimes taking a cable car to school is not as fun as it ought to be. Shortly after 8 kids and adults got into a gondola in northern Pakistan on Tuesday, 2 of the 3 lines carrying them snapped. According to the Associated Press, the group was left dangling and swinging at a 45-degree angle, 1,000 feet above a remote mountainous area. According to NBC News, what followed was an intense 12-hour rescue mission that involved commandos rappelling from helicopters, high winds adding to the drama, and all of it live-streamed around the world. In the end, all were rescued safe and sound. Cable cars are commonly used to travel to school in remote areas where road conditions are rough, but according to the AP, the cars aren't always properly maintained. Sink or swim? That's the big question at the annual Great Cardboard Boat Race. The one-of-a-kind fundraiser kicked off last weekend with 64 artfully constructed boats setting sail on a pond in Elkhart, Nevada. According to WSBT-TV, the boats were made of only cardboard, duct tape, and a whole lot of love. Organizers say the race tests creativity and competitiveness and awards not only those that survive a lap around the pond, but also the best decorated and most spectacular sinkers. This year, a special heat was designated for first responders to compete. In all, officials say the race raised about $120,000 for the United Way. In sports news, the United States' best gymnasts are vaulting their way into history today at the U.S. Gymnastics Championships. The 4-day competition takes place in San Jose, California, and according to the Mercury News, will headline an historic lineup including Sunisa Lee and Simone Biles in only her second competition since taking a 2-year break. While the gymnasts won't be punching tickets to the Paris 2024 Olympics just yet, Americans could get a glimpse of what the eventual team will look like. And tennis phenom Serena Williams welcomed her second child Tuesday. According to NBC News, Williams' husband, Alexis Ohanian, announced the birth of Adira River in a post, saying, "Our house is teeming with love. A happy and healthy newborn girl and healthy mama. Feeling grateful." He praised his wife as the Gamot, meaning the greatest mother of all time, and shared a photo of her on social media with her newborn and 5-year-old daughter, Olympia. That's it for KidNuz this morning. Now our KidNuz quiz. How many cardboard boats competed in a race in Elkhart, Nevada? 64. India is now the first nation ever to do what? Successfully land at the South Pole of the Moon. How many people were rescued from a cable car dangling over a canyon in Pakistan? 8. What is the name of Serena Williams' new baby girl? Adira River. In today's KidNuz Kicker, a fish falling from the skies is now the prime suspect in a power outage in New Jersey. According to The Guardian, a bird called an osprey dropped a fish onto power lines in the town of Sayreville. That left about 2,000 people in the dark, and police in the town posting a tongue-in-cheek sketch of the fishy offender with police line "Do Not Cross" tape in front of it. A utility company spokesperson says animals can sometimes cause power outages, but fish are not frequent suspects, adding, "We also send our thoughts to the osprey, because if you've ever dropped your ice cream cone at the fair, you know the feeling." Osprey were at one time endangered in New Jersey, but are making a big comeback with more than 700 nesting pairs of the raptors identified just last year. Before we go, shout-outs to our KidNuz classrooms, Ms. Jamie and Ms. Donna's fantastic 4th grade Mustangs at Milestones Charter School in Phoenix, Arizona, Mrs. Kaminsky's Lions at Lincoln Elementary in Hammond, Indiana, and Mrs. Wallace's Bears at Blanche Sprentz Elementary in Folsom, California. Thanks for listening. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share KidNuz with all your friends and family. And a reminder for teachers and parents, our podcast can be found ad-free on Apple Plus. We'll see you back here for more KidNuz tomorrow morning.